I forgot to unmute the microphone. Darn it. Excuse me. Alright, I will say all that again. How's everyone doing? Thanks so much for tuning in. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be attempting to recreate Carl Edwards' 2008 Kansas video game-like move at the conclusion of the fall race. I don't know what the name is off the top of my head, but while battling Jimmy Johnson on the final lap, he dives down low, absolutely just sends it into turn 3, tries everything he can to make it stick. It doesn't. He pushes up the track, tries to wall ride, but Johnson cuts down low. He chases him down to the line. Johnson comes out the winner, but still a heck of a move and an attempt for the win on Carl Edwards' move. It was entertaining nonetheless. Alright, the microphone is fixed. I apologize for that. My bad, and like I was just apologizing for before I fixed the microphone, I apologize if my voice is a little raspy or congested. I'm a little bit under the weather. I think I might be developing allergies as I'm getting older because it seems a lot more frequent. And yeah, thanks so much to my Patreon supporters, Adrian Fitzy, Jay Barker, Drive Through, Kingster Goki, Pantalica, and Austin Rip. Truly appreciate the support from each and every one of you. I'm streaming right now on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. I got both chats pulled up, so whatever your preferred platform is, I can interact with you guys. Romentium, I hope that's pronounced correctly on Twitch. How are you doing? Over on YouTube, we got Nightster Rider, Riley Ortiz, Phoenix Morgan, Squidman 5, JJ48 fan, TNT Production, Snivy fan, BTS is Life, Alpha Diamond HD, Creeper Gaming 64, Saturnalis. Lots of people tuning in for this one. Alright, so we got Carl Edwards' 2008 Office Depot car. I am personally a fan of this paint scheme. So you know I love black, red, and white. Big fan of Carl Edwards back in the day before he kind of had that little spat with Brad Keselowski. Kind of gained my trust back towards the end of his career, but yeah, I was not a fan of his from like 2009 to 2012 or so. But anyway, I digress. A Pat Blue fan. Yo, what's up, Danny B? Nice to see one of the podcast guys in the chat. Alright. I like this whole double chat setup I got going on. I can finally monitor what's going on over on Twitch. It's pretty quiet right now, as expected. Alright, I'm rambling. We gotta get going on. So what my initial plan is to do, we are going to try to do a short 14% race, work our way from the back. Just use a small field so there's not too much traffic to deal with. In the N ratings program, I already did take the ratings from the drivers back from that 2008 Kansas race and apply them in the sim. Alright, just making sure we got everything set up. Race length, flags, pace lap. Alright, so yeah, the number of drivers isn't going to be accurate towards the end of that race. I just want to make sure there isn't too much traffic to deal with. So yeah, as I said, I did apply the ratings, so Jimmy Johnson should finish in the lead, but what we're going to do a 14 lap first to last challenge of sorts. And then once we get to the final lap on the 14th lap, we will try the dive bomb on Johnson going into 3. If we're having too much trouble getting through that each time, we'll eventually just try it on a random lap and not worry about it being on the last one. But for now, we'll try to make it somewhat authentic and just gotta make sure we got our setup in. Alright, and into the race we go, and off to the first attempt. NASCAR diecast, Elon the NASCAR fan, Rhythmic, Farados Ario, excuse me. Morgan. Wouldn't be a Cody H Gaming stream if I didn't butcher someone's channel name. Alright, first we gotta make sure our wheels all the way calibrated. There we go. I think I set the difficulty to 85 to make it somewhat easy for us to work our way through the field. I don't want it to be too difficult. The main part of this reenactment is going to be that final lap move and race into the line. So, going down the start-finish line. Oh, Colin P. Gaming 420, thank you for the host over on Twitch. I appreciate it. Gabe, Alex, Mass Hysteria, Nikki B 2003, Maria, Matthias. I appreciate y'all tuning in on YouTube, as well as my boy Eddie Soundhead. What's going on, everybody? Eddie Soundhead. Shrimp gang in the house. Can we get some shrimps in the chat, everyone? Alright, no one tell Rusty I'm doing this stream. Alright, first to last challenge. Here we go. We got 14 laps. We got our 2007 era ESPN ticker. That's the closest we could get to 2008. Whoa, whoa! It's either... Alright, we gotta go to cockpit view for this, if we want to actually get some fast laps in. It's either 2007 or 2010 for the ticker. Obviously 2007's closer. So hopefully Johnson finishes in the front with the way these ratings are. Oh! Oh! That was close. We're running high. We're running the modern Kansas line. We're on the Larson line. There we go. God, I mean, you hate these things, just the look of the cars, but I don't know. I kind of like them in a way. It's mainly nostalgia, but they're different. They were kind of neat while they lasted. The couple of years they lasted. The dreaded car of tomorrow. Alright, so we got 12 laps to go. We're working our way up through the field, no problem. I hope Johnson gets more of a gap on Kenseth. Oh, don't hurt me, Blaney. I think that's Blaney. Is that Blaney? Yes, it is. No, it's Boyer. I apologize to anyone in the chat I'm not able to give a shout out to right now. This is unlike a regular reenactment. I actually got to focus for these first few laps. Just like I said, if this little dash to the finish, this first to last challenge doesn't work out after like maybe a dozen attempts or so, then we'll move on. Just to, oh, what do I hear? What do I hear? What do I hear? Hold on, I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. Oh, Jesus Christ, Kingster. Thank you so much. Did you get my Patreon message I sent the other day? Jeez, Kingster. Can we get a Kingster's MVP in the chat? Thank you so much, buddy. Gotta go to work. Hope it's a good stream. I hope it is too. Thank you so much for the support, buddy. I truly appreciate it. Just like I said, don't waste too much of your money on me. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve your hard-earned dollars. Save it up. Go to a NASCAR race. Buy yourself a nice dinner or something. But I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Get a Kingster's MVP in the chat. Alright. Jeez. Whew. My heart. It's melting right now. Jeez, Kingster. Yeah, just like I said, check your messages over on Patreon. I sent you a message the other night. Hope to see you next time. Have a good night. Thanks so much for the super chat. Please don't take me out, Danny. Oh, I almost took out Danny. Alright, back to the high line. High line's been working for us. Who's below us? Is that Mark Martin? No, it's David Reagan. I can't remember who was in what car at this point in NASCAR history. Hope Johnson gets a little more gap on the rest of the field. If not, I might have to increase his ratings. Man, we're getting close to that outside wall. Alright, so we got 9 to go this time by. We're slowly catching 7 time. At this time, he was only like 3 time. What was it, 2006 or 2010? He won 5 in a row. Is that 2006, 2000? No, he only would have been 2 time by this point. Yeah, 2006 through 2010, those 5. 2013, then 2016. He was only 2 time at this point. Alright, 8 to go. I might have to increase his rating just a tad, just to have him get a little bit of a better gap from the rest of the field. You don't want to get too close yet. He is starting to get a little bit of a gap from Kenseth. Alright, so we're just going to stay behind Johnson in front of Kenseth. Actually, we'll try to hold up the field so we can get a little bit of a gap going. Alright, now we're going to be chasing down 7 time for the last 7 laps, and then we'll pull the move on the final lap. The move! The video game move. Carl Edwards, you crazy bastard. It didn't work out. He got close, but bless his soul, he tried. Alright, 6 laps to go. Alright, go, Jimmy, go. I can't hold up the field forever. Although they're racing side by side, so that's going to slow them down. Kenseth back to 3rd. It looked like Gordon was peeking for 3rd for a second, but not anymore. Alright, 5 to go this time by. DNG, the Gold TNT, Jackal Racing. How are you all doing? Apologize if I missed anyone else. 5 to go, so we just got to be riding him, and then we'll be right on his tail, going on the, like, right about this distance, going on the backstretch on the final lap. Then we just got to send it underneath him. We got to make sure we get underneath him before he cuts down to the apex of the turn like that. Otherwise, the AI will kind of try to run us off the track into the middle, so we got to make sure we get our nose underneath him before he makes his move. 4 to go. Actually like the gap we have developed behind the cars behind us. Slasher God, Cars Fan 5 Racing. How are you all doing tonight? Thanks for tuning in. I see we got a couple people on Twitch watching. I'll give you guys shout outs once I'm done with this attempt. We got 3 to go. Alright, so Cousin Carl nibbling on old 2 times heels. Little did anyone know at the time he would go on to be 7 time. He was only 2 time right now. Alright, coming to 2 to go. Actually, this is perfect. I love the gap we have built on the cars behind us. And I'm keeping distance with him. It's not too easy, but I'm also able to easily keep distance with him. So I'll be right there to make a move on the final lap. I'm not changing a thing in the settings for the next attempt. This is perfect. It's all just going to be a matter of me executing or not. Alright, coming to the white flag. Will we be able to do it? There's the flag man waving the white flag. Alright, we got one chance to try the video game move. Let's go to 3rd person for that. Alright, gotta get a good run going on the backstretch. Alright, we just gotta send it. I gotta hit the wall right around the Kansas Speedway thing. Oh. 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 Oh, it was decent. Well, pretty darn close. I'm definitely going to save that. That was a great attempt right off the bat.
Great job, buddy.
That was pretty darn good, actually. The one thing, I just want to be a little bit closer to Johnson. I lost a little too much speed coming off the wall. I just need to be a little closer to him coming to the line, but that was pretty darn good. I'm definitely going to save that one. Alright, so you guys saw what we're going for in the GIF in the intro screen. If you haven't, go back and rewind, but we'll take a look so you can see what we were trying to do. I'll definitely try again. Just like I said, I want to lose a little less speed coming off the wall. I dove down basically at the perfect time. I came off the wall and dove down below Johnson again out of 4 at the perfect time. I just lost a little too much speed and the gap was a little bit bigger than it was in real life at the line. But aside from that, that was about as good of as I could have asked for a first attempt. And yeah, I think I needed to be on the wall just a tad bit more. Good suggestion. Is that TV1 will be the best option? All right, let's save it at 1 to go. Let's save it coming to 1 to go. All right, let's watch this. Communist Party on Twitch. Hi. Interesting name, but hello. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we're behind him, coming out of 2, going on the back stretch. About a few car lengths behind him. Alright, then we just dive it down. Johnson's like, what the heck? Boom. Yeah, it's right around that KansasSpeedway.com, if you watch the replays, about where he... Yeah, we just lost a little too much speed right there. Oh, but that was pretty darn good for a first attempt. Pretty darn close. Rehall Fanboy, Mr. Jackman, TNT Productions, Wonder Waffle. Thank you all for tuning in. Denny Hamlin Fan 11. Alright, yeah, we will go ahead and save that one. So yeah, perfect settings. I'm not changing a thing. We'll do that again. Alright, 2008. Kansas finish attempt 1. Alright, let's try that again. Grind just a little more. Yep, I got a graze. I did hit a little too sharp of an angle. It was my first time. I was just getting everything set up. Gotta give me credit for a first attempt that was decent. Alright, so we'll switch to third person on the final lap, but while I'm in race mode, I gotta be in cockpit view. When I'm... This is my serious racing angle. This is my crash camera angle. Next! Shane Miller, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining the stream. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. No one has to, but if you feel like being generous, I'd truly appreciate it if you hit that like button. Excuse me while I get situated in my car. Situated. 2500 is next to the country. Whoa. Jeez. Good thing you're okay. That's scary. Still probably one of the craziest wrecks in NASCAR history by far. That Austin Dillon 2015 at Daytona. Alright, attempt number 2. So we learned what not to do from the first one. Gotta go it at a little shallower angle. Gotta be on the wall a little bit longer. I'm worried about getting stuck on the wall and losing way too much speed, but that's kind of why I bounced off quickly. But we'll see how this one goes. If I get stuck on the wall too much this time and lose too much speed, then we'll kind of do somewhere in between for the next one. I'm just making sure I clicked on the chat to make sure that's not frozen. Well, let me see something. This is just barely cut off and it's bugging me. We're gonna fix this right here. Little stream magic. There we go. And just move it down a hair. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, back to attempt number 2 in 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa. Careful with the Larson line. Oh! He's got a little brush. Just a little kiss. Just a little kiss. Watch this. We're just gonna gain about 5 spots in one turn. Oh. Yep, this one's not happening. It was only a matter of time before I choked and crashed. Alright. That's why I say I'm not a sim racer, I'm a sim crasher. That... Yep, I just couldn't gain control after I bounced off mirrors and then that wall. That's what did me in.
Drivers, start your engines!
I just thought of something. Speaking of Casey Mears. I want to try recreating his 2008 flip at some point. I think I tried at one point, but of course, with how many things were going in that wreck that eventually led to him turning over, it's impossible basically to do with AI. But now that I know I can do multiplayer reenactments with AI, maybe I could get drive-through to help me with that one if I ever did a part 2. Didn't like the video. I liked and subscribed the video. Appreciate it, Roblox Game Hero 54. Thank you so much. Bobby Albert, Isaiah Saley, Thomas Cooper, Hizoka. Lots of people tuning in for this one. I appreciate you all spending part of your afternoon / evening in the stream. It means a lot to me. I also got a special upload coming out about 2.5 hours after the stream is done. I'll be premiering everyone's favorite NR2003 silly series, the NR2003 Silly Sessions. RB Gardner. I don't know if I got you yet or not, but a regular. Thanks for tuning back in. Alright, let's not crash before we get to the end this time. So yeah, we're using the Kansas revamped 2008. So, as close as we can get for the track. All the billboards on the side right there are perfect to how they are in the video of the race. What's up, Tropical? Alright, let's start making some passes. Can't lollygag the whole time, excuse me. Burps. Oh, Biffle's in second this time, not Kenseth. Let's get up in front of Mears. No. Oh! We're good. Oh!
Let's go. Race back to
Next. Just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Start your engines!
Mr. Black Spike. If you say not nerd, definitely a nerd. MTX Ghost. That looks weird. You must be new here. If you don't recognize that beloved creature.
Whoa, slow down.
That first attempt went so perfectly. I knew it was gonna be too easy. Knew it was gonna be too easy. Alas, third time's the charm, as they like to say. Oh shoot. Wasn't that last time the third time? Canadian named Brendan, how are you doing? I don't think I got a shout out for you yet. God, I don't know if I've said it in earlier streams in the past week or so, but my right ear has been like completely clogged from something. I thought it was initially swimmer's ear, but now it's starting to hurt. So I think it's an ear infection. I've looked up home remedies. Initially, I thought it might just be some wax that a Q-tip can't get. That's too far deep. Yes, gross, I know. Sorry, spoiler alert. But I don't think it's that, because I've been flushing with hydrogen peroxide, like a lot of people have suggested. And now there's... I mean, it's squeaky clean, but yet it's still... It's like I've been doing that a few times a day for like a week. It's squeaky clean, but it's still clogged, and now it's starting to hurt, so I'm thinking it might be an ear infection. So next couple days, I'll probably be going to the non-emergency part of the hospital and seeing if I can't get my ear fixed. It's starting to get a little irritating now. It was fine when it was just temporarily muffled and hard to hear out of, but now that it's starting to hurt, I'm thinking it might be a minor ear infection. Great racing related conversation, I know. Anyway, a little off my game right now because my ear's been bugging me the last couple weeks now. Alright, working our way towards the front. We're coming to 11 to go. Clicking off about 32 seconds laps, so 32 second laps. There we go. That's how you talk, Cody. So it should be at the finish in a little over 5 minutes. Oh. Who's the 84? Almond Ding Dong. Well, AJ, that was a humdinger. See you later, Cars Fan 5. Thanks for stopping by. It's 10 more laps to go. Running the Larson line. Back before the outside line was the preferred line at Kansas. Or was it back here? I don't know. Or back then. Jeff Burton. Is that Jeff Burton or is that Robbie Gordon? Or is Jeff Burton? Remember when Jeff Burton wrecked Jeff Gordon under Yella at Texas? You hit me under Yella. Alright, coming to 8 laps to go. I gotta get in front of Kenseth behind Johnson and slow down the 2nd through 4th place cars a little bit to get a little bit of a gap going. Like I did last time. Alright, so when we get to the video game move on the final lap, a little bit shallower of an angle, scrape the wall for a little bit longer, and try to not scrub off as much speed so I can dive down right underneath Johnson and race him a little bit closer to the line, down on the apron on the front stretch. If I can improve on those 3 things slightly, we will have a perfect attempt. Might have one of my first edited reenactments out for you guys in a while. There we go. Outside line like a boss. Now we slow down Kenseth. Brake check him. Alright, half dozen laps to go this time. Chasing down old two-time. I wonder how difficult. Actually, probably be pretty easy. I could just add a text layer on OBS if I ever wanted to make like an attempt counter. I would have to manually go over to OBS and just increase it each time, but could be done. Get out of here, Kenseth. I'm gonna slow these guys down a little bit more. Purposely trying to slow these guys down. They're getting too close for comfort. They're gonna ruin the reenactment. Alright, 4 laps to go. Alright, Biffle and Kenseth are side by side. They'll slow them both down. Here we go. If anyone has any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear them, but instead of the live chat where it's going to scroll by super quick and I won't remember or possibly not even see it, pull up one of my more recent videos and just throw it in the comments. That way I can go back and reference them and see them. You guys can thumbs up each other's suggestions. I'd love to hear suggestions, but try to keep them out of the live chat because it's almost impossible for me to see them in retrospect that way. After the fact. Alright, coming to 2 laps to go. Try another video game-like move. I love how in his interview he straight up says, he literally says he tried it because oh, it worked in a video game, so I want to try it in real life. He straight up tried to wall ride in real life because he said it worked in a video game. That alone makes me have a little kind of props for Carl. Alright, white flag. Attempt number 2 this time. Technically, it's attempt number like 4 or 5, but good attempt number 2. Alright, stay right behind him in turns 1 and 2. Be like a couple car lengths back on the backstretch. Oh, I did it too late. That one's not good. Oh, he still beat me to the line. He still beat me to the line.
Great job, buddy.
Big crash after the finish.
Yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line.
The yellow flag when the race is already done. Oh man, he's got it. Oh! Who was that hit me? Jeez. Old school NASCAR, what is up? Love seeing multiple fellow creators in the chat popping in my streams. Yeah, I didn't have quite... Oh man, was that Ryan Newman? Did Ryan Newman send yet another car over? That was Ryan Newman in the 12 back then. That is hilarious. Yeah, I didn't have quite as good of a run on him on the backstretch as I did in the first attempt. So I wasn't able to get underneath him until a little bit later than I wanted to, going into 3. Oh, yeah, I think it's 2, yeah. TV2 is the camera angle that they were using at the time. Yeah, I did it too late. Yeah, I'm supposed to be hitting the wall right where it says that KansasSpeedway.com. Yeah, that's not as close as the first one, obviously. I was seeing how I kind of backed off the gas right here. I wanted to see how close of a finish I could make it. Yeah, Johnson beat me right there. Alright, let's try again. That one wasn't as close as the first one, so we won't be saving that one. Chase Johnson, Lambo God, 1963, VG03. How is everyone doing? Allie V. Allie, just like I said, if you got any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Just pull up a recent video of mine, throw them in the comments, because if you do it the live chat, it's really hard for me to remember or see them in retrospect. But it's really easy for me to go in the comments section of my creator studio and see comments from each video. Dylan Vlogs, big crash indeed. Big crash indeed. Alright, attempt number 3. We're not going to count the ones where we crash. We're actually just counting the ones where we get to the end. We're just going to do the full race each time. Or the 14 lap race, I shouldn't say full. Thank you everyone who's hit the like button. I saw we got like 40 something. Can we get a few more and get her up to 50? Do we got like 7 more likes in you guys? Can we get some sympathy likes for my messed up ear? I need to take some more ibuprofen soon. It's starting to hurt again. Whoa. Dale the Intimidator is in the chat. Dale. He's here. He's come to save us. He's come to save us from the playoffs and stages and competition cautions and the tapered... Actually, no, I would say the tapered spacer, but Tapered Spacer has produced some ridiculously fantastic racing, so I shall not complain about it. Alright, we're just gonna run the Larson line like we've been doing, get up towards the front with about 5 to go or 10 to go, and click down the laps and then pull off the slide job on the final lap. Whoa. 2 famous slide jobs, 2 famous finishes, 2 closely configured tracks. Both 1.5 mile ovals. Chicagoland and Kansas. Larzy Cat. Charlie. How is everyone doing? Alright, 11 to go this time. I'm starting to get a headache too. Oh, do you see how loose I got out of 2 right there? I thought for sure I was coming out in front of Kenseth or Jeffy. Old 4-time. 10 to go. You heard the spotter. So now we just click laps behind Johnson and get to the finish and hope we don't choke again. We got the right cars, we got the right schemes, we got the right version of the track, we got the right ticker. We're actually doing a little miniature race, so we'll have the white and checkered flags on the replay. I don't know. We did all the proper ratings down to this exact race on N ratings for these cars. I don't know how I can be any more exact aside from doing a full freaking race. Alright, I'm slowing biffle down just a bit. We want that gap again. The gap between us and then the rest of the field, so they don't interfere. That should be good. He should build a natural gap the rest of the remaining 8 laps. What in Gordon Nation? How are you doing? See you later, Hisoka. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, we're coming to 7 to go this time by. We got to make sure I'm not too far back from Johnson going into 3 on the final lap, because I was last time. And that's kind of why he squeezed me down, because I wasn't there to have my nose underneath him while we were going into the turn, so he wanted to go down and kind of cut me off. And in turn, me trying to get underneath him while he was kind of pinching me off for me getting down there too late. That's why I didn't come back up in time and hit the wall at the proper spot. So yeah, we got to make sure we're in the right spot on the backstretch. Six to go. Horrible playthrough 05, Raven KP. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Dale Jr. fan forever. You and I both. Alright, coming to 5 to go. 5 to go. Dale Jr. fan 88. I'm pretty sure I gave you a shout out, but if I didn't, there you go. Four to go this time by. Derek Newton, how are you doing? That username was almost impossible to read at first with all the mixture of capitals and lowercase letters. Charlie Votrebecht, thank you for kind words. I appreciate it. Alright, I can't look at the chat anymore from here until the end. I apologize. Nothing personal, I just can't mess up this attempt. Can't mess up this attempt, so I gotta be dialed in for these last 3 laps. Alright, 2.5 to go. So I gotta be right around this distance, maybe a little bit closer on the final lap. Yeah, I probably gotta be a little bit closer, actually. Because I don't want him to cut down and cut off my line to get underneath him from me not being there soon enough. Alright, 2 to go. Alright, 3rd or 4th is anywhere close by us, so we're good. We don't have to worry about them interfering. If anything, I can maybe turn up the difficulty just a tad if I'm going to change any settings. So we could be going a little bit faster, because I'm kind of having to ease off the gas just so I don't pass him too early. Alright, white flag, here we go. Alright, gotta be the right distance. Going on the backstretch. Right around here. Alright, drift up. No! I think I killed Jimmy. I think he's done for. Oh, I came off the wall too aggressively and spun. Poop. Oh, that was perfect until I spun. I want to see what happened to Jimmy there. Greg Biffle gets the win in an alternate universe when Carl and Jimmy both spin. Who hits him? I think someone sends him Flippy, and it definitely Harvick. Yep. Yep. Oh! Jeez. Massive hit for Jimmy. I thought I saw a car flipping. Alright, let's watch that real time. Alright, so that was basically perfect, 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 and ruined. Oh, jeez. That one might need to get saved. Poor Dale just hitting every single car in that wreck. This one's gonna have to get saved. Cleophas Eckford. Hopefully I pronounced that name somewhat correctly. Thanks for the kind words. It was basically perfect up to that point. Right when I spun is when I got ruined. This is going to be a big hit. Boom! It was that second one that was way worse. The hit from Burton. Hold on. Alright, save that. 2008 Kansas finish. Way worse. Way worser. My laptop battery's getting close to dying, but I don't know if I've got any free plugs right now without unplugging something I need for streaming, so. Problems. Julian Beal. Back to you too. Alright, so first one was close to being perfect. Second one was a fail. Third one was a close fail. Let's see what the fourth one brings us. So heads up, I'll be streaming like about an hour and a half or so, like in 35, 40 minutes is probably when I'll wrap it up. Gotta take some more ibuprofen soon. My ear's starting to bug me again. I'm gonna go to the doctor either Sunday evening or Monday afternoon. It's just I am busy basically up to that point. Holy kitten, 60 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Alright, 14 laps. It's nothing. It's like 30 seconds a lap, so it's like 7 minutes. So we should have time to get like 4 more attempts in. If we don't mess anything up. I might edit that first one. I'll do some CCM work, see how far off the split time is for the top 2 coming to the line, but if it's not too far off, I might be able to make something out of that first attempt. See you later, Wonder Waffle. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. NCS Association. That was me that disliked. If we had 0 dislikes, it would have been too perfect. People have gotten suspicious. Look at that move. Look at that move on the outside. the Jack Daniels car that we have now seen again in NASCAR after like a 10 or so year absence. I don't think it was quite that long, but it's been a while since we've seen the Jack Daniels sponsorship in NASCAR. We saw it on the number 3 car earlier this year. Alright, 2 down, 12 to go. Working our way up towards the front. We might be going 4 wide right here. No! Jeff Burton. And he T-bones me. Why did you do that? Yeah, we were 4 wide right there. I knew I wasn't imagining. Darn it. Well, at least that wasn't super late into the run. We can restart right away.
Drivers, start your engines.
ARCA race tonight. Ooh, I didn't even know that was on. I might try to watch that. I heard it's not televised, though, live at least. I saw something like that on social media, so take that with a grain of salt. Just waiting for the right yawn or sneeze. It's gonna pop my ear and clear it. It just feels like it's muffled. Feels like there's a cork in it. There's like some pressure on that side of my head building. Like I said, I've rinsed my ear probably 50 times now with peroxide, which is safe to do. That's the recommended method that I looked up. It's perfectly safe. Yeah, I've done that like 50 times now. Trust me, it's clear. There's nothing coming out. It's perfectly squeaky clean. And yet I still got this going on, so... And I don't think it's swimmer's ear anymore, so... I think after everything else is eliminated, I think the only thing that remains is possible ear infection. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to get to the doctor sometime in the next 48 to 72 hours. This is starting to get annoying and a little painful. Oh! That was close. Come on, cousin Carl, you can do this. Darn it! I almost had it saved.
Drivers, start your engines.
Favorite finish was Daigle last week. Yeah, that was a good one. Had some few good finishes this year. Watkins Glen was another nail biter between Truex and Chase Elliott. That's a battle I'm looking forward to for years to come. We had Bristol with Denny passing to Benedetto in the closing. I don't know, say what you will about NASCAR and its ratings the last couple of years. We've had some pretty good finishes the last few years. I mean, last year there was those 3 classics alone. Which, of course, now I can't remember. Chicagoland, Watkins Glen, and... What was the other one that was really big? Big finish from last year. I know in the spring Bristol race last year there was that bump and run. Adria, Chase Elliott fan, Hender Vendors, CB6098. I appreciate you all tuning in. Got a couple close attempts. The first one definitely by far the closest. I might end up editing. I'll probably do a vote at the end of the stream. Haven't done one of those in a while. So I'll make 2 comments in the... Whoa, I almost wrecked Denny. Oh, I gotta plug in my laptop after this attempt. So I got the low battery screen on my laptop right now that's blocking everything. Whoa, that was close. I almost spun myself off across the nose of Casey Mears. Alright, coming to 11 to go. Most TV ratings I've seen for this year have been... There's a couple that I've seen down, like by minuscule amounts. But most are either the same or up a little bit. I think 2018 was the bottoming out point. I think that was the bottom of the valley. I think it's gonna... Granted, might take a while. Might take be slow, but it'll start slowly coming back up. Probably will never again be to the level it was in the 90s and mid-2000s, but it'll definitely come up from where it is now. As far as attendance and mainstream popularity. I think Barstool Sports is actually helping with that a lot. Say what you will about those guys. Dave Portnoy and company are doing a lot and having a lot of influence, and they're getting this whole new different crowd and culture into NASCAR that wouldn't have otherwise cared beforehand. Whole new demographic. Alright, time to slow these guys down just a bit. Time to hold them up. Alright, 8 to go this time by. God, that first one was like too perfect to get my hopes up. I'll do a vote at the end of the stream. See if you guys want me to edit that one or not. Or not. I probably would stream a little bit longer than an hour and a half, but my ear and headache is just killing me right now. If I tilt my head like this, I get like a little tickling and kind of almost relief sensation in my ear that makes it feel like it's almost gonna like pop, but it never does. Sorry, I'll stop rambling about my ear. I'll just shut up and go see a doctor instead the next couple days. Amanda Hyde, how are you doing? Random KDM fanboy. Nemo Baby Hemi. Appreciate you all spending part of your Friday night with my stream. Half dozen laps to go this time. 6. So yeah, the setup for this is basically perfect. I haven't had to change a thing. It's the perfect length race where it's pretty short, but it also gives us long enough time to kind of build a gap and spread out the field. Makes it look like a natural green flag run by the time we're done with this these 14 laps. Yes, I am getting sick. I know I sound congested. I'm sorry. I already gave my disclaimer apologizing for that. I think we need some more guys coming over from open wheel again. Because I think that's what brought a lot of international viewers back in the day. Like Tony Stewart and Dario Franchitti, Juan Pablo Montoya. We need some more open wheel guys to try out NASCAR Cup Series. Alexander Rossi, where are you at? All right, 3 to go this time. All right, I can't mess this one up. I got to make sure to stay on the wall a little bit. Oh, there goes my laptop. There goes my laptop. I can't see the chat right now, sorry. After this attempt, I'll plug my laptop back in and turn it on, but for now I can't see either Twitch or YouTube chat. Can we get an F in the chat for my laptop? Alright, 2 to go. What? It just turned back on by itself. How are you turned back on if you have no battery? Alright, coming to 1 to go. 1 to go, this is it. This is what separates the boys from the men. So I gotta be a little bit closer than this, going on the backstretch, not too much closer. Don't want to be right on his bumper, about like a car length and a half or so. Right around here, perfect. That was pretty close. I think I can do just a little bit better. And the one thing I didn't like about that one, me and Johnson got so close we almost hit each other. So I think I can do a little bit better. Hold on, I'm going to plug my laptop in somehow and then I'll be right back. Alright, let's take a look at that replay. Yeah, that one was close too, but we'll save it. So again, we'll save leading up to the coming to the white flag. Time to fix my laptop. Alright, so yeah, I got underneath him just a little late. That kind of made him start coming down. So we got a little closer than we probably should have, but I was able to clear him without... We never actually made contact. I drift up the track. I hit the wall just the right spot. I bounced off a couple times. I made sure to stay on the wall. I don't know. I'm gonna save that one. We'll do a vote at the end. Hopefully I can get a perfect one in the next 20 minutes so we don't have to have a debate over which the best one is. We can all agree. 2008. Kansas. That's not how you spell Kansas. Finish. There's no A in finish. Come on. Attempt 2. That's pretty darn good. What's going on with my laptop? There we go. Alright, let's try again. Try again. Where's my chat? Here it is.
Drivers, start your engines.
Roblox Game Hero. Universe. Does YouTube exist in the rest of the universe? Is that a thing? I hope so. Alright, we got time for like probably 2 more. No, 3 more. This will be the 3rd to last one. We'll do 3 more. We'll do a vote on the ones we have saved for which ones look the best. And if you want, or I'll show you, I'll do a recap. And then that'll be the time where you guys vote once I post the comments after the video's done processing. Anyone watching this after the fact. And we'll see if I edit one of them or not. Alright, so go look up the 2008 NASCAR Kansas. You should be able to find like the full race. Go to the last couple laps and watch that finish. Get familiar with it. Study it. Know it like the back of your hand. So I want you to know what it looks like and for reference. For when you guys are voting on if I should edit one of these attempts or not. Alright, so we got basically 42 more laps of green to race. 14 times 3. So we're just going to take it easy. There's no rush getting to the front. You easily get to the front in time. Just don't want to crash, try to rush to get up there too soon. Beastman18, hello. I don't have my monitor plugged in anymore, so I gotta look down here. I only got the YouTube chat up now. I apologize to anyone on Twitch. Didn't look like too many people were chatting, so I unplugged my monitor to be able to plug my laptop back in. Denny! Alright, that one doesn't count. We only got a lap and a half in. Just trying to keep my distance. Geez, hard hit for... Is that Bill Elliott? That's what I thought.
Drivers, start your engines.
Darn it. Alright, we're gonna try that again. Pretend that didn't happen. Actually, no, don't pretend it didn't happen. Remember forever that Denny messed that attempt up. It's all Denny's fault. So yeah, just like I said, 3 more attempts. Probably gonna go a little past the hour and a half mark, but it's fine. I don't have to end it at an hour and a half. That's just where I was planning on. If I have the energy to get 3 more attempts in, the backwards big one and the recap of the best attempts, then I'm not gonna end it early. Low key, how are you doing? Alright, start of the 3rd to last attempt for tonight. We'll have to look at the 2 I have saved to see if any of them are worth editing. Backwards big one, gonna call tonight. Then in less than 2 hours from now, I will be premiering another NASCAR Racing 2003 Silly Session. Everyone's favorite online silly series for NR2003. We'll be returning yet again. It's roughly 15 minutes or so. So if you want to join in for that premiere, chat with the rest of the audience, chat with me while we all watch it together for the first time. Or watch it for the first time together. Make sure to join back in for that. I'm just trying to get to the front right away so I don't get wrecked again. How did I save that? My front tires are probably gone. Actually, no, just the left front. God, those tire marks. Alright, we recovered. Biffle needs to get off Johnson's bumper. It's a little too close. Oh, Vickers, you better not. Alright, 10 laps to go. Catch up to Johnson. Sorry for being so quiet right now. Just try not to crash for the zillionth time. Just making sure we can gain ground without wrecking again. 9 laps to go. Don't check up on me, Jeff Burton. Thank you. Can you tell I have the difficulty turned down a little bit? Epic Fam. Gamble Gaming, how are you doing? I apologize if I miss anyone else. I got my laptop down here kind of out of view. So I had to unplug my monitor to plug my laptop back in. I didn't realize the battery was so low. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Coming up on 7 laps to go of this third to last attempt. Afterwards, we will review all the best saved ones. See if you guys think it's worth me editing any of them. And we'll do a backwards big one. We'll call it a day. We're gonna try to slow these two down just a bit so Jimmy can get a gap on us. Alright, that seemed to work. They're still side by side. They're slowing each other down. And we have 5.5 more laps to gain distance. This should be good. Alright, coming to 5 to go. If I'm not mistaken, I think Biffle finished third for my racingreference.info research for this race. Could be wrong. I might be misremembering. I thought I remember seeing that name in the third spot, or near the top of the finishing order. Four laps to go. 32 total out of all the 3 attempts remaining combined. I'm starting to have to use the restroom soon, so these last couple attempts can't end soon enough just for that reason. Really enjoying doing this and streaming and hanging out with you guys. I just gotta use the bathroom soon. 3 to go. Good thing I'm not like a actual NASCAR driver where you gotta drink a bunch of fluids to stay hydrated, but then also gotta hold it for like 5 hours. Unless you just want to go in your fire suit, which luckily I don't have to make that choice. So I don't have to hold it because I'm not in a race, nor do I have a fire suit. 2 to go. I'll stop rambling about my bladder now. Biffle's getting a little too close. Actually, no, he should be fine where he's at. He just better not pass me for second. Alright, so far so good. Right around the same distance I need to be. No, I spun. Ah, I ruined it.
There's the flag.
When I was coming down to chase him down to the apron, just trying to gas it so I didn't lose too much speed. Yeah, and I lost it. Good thing we still have 2 decent saved attempts. Well, that was perfect up to that point. Unfortunately, I spun it once again. Johnson wins again. Alright, 2 more attempts.
Drivers, start your engines.
Sorry, I'm starting to lose a little energy. Been sitting still for a long time. Ugh. Darn it. Alright, things I gotta do for this one. Not spin, and on maybe block Kenseth and Biffle just a little bit further back, because they're a little too close for that end. Aside from that, I mean, this has been a perfect setup for this stream. We are 2 more likes away from 75. Who wants to be the magical 75th? See you later, Thomas Cooper. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, so yeah, we will vote on the best ones after we finish this, the next attempt after this one. We'll do a backwards big one to close out the stream. Spin out or wreck prematurely, like we've done a few times earlier. It's nice and easy, working our way up to the front on the outside. Was a heck of a move right there. Being squeezed. Let's try to get where we're not, like 4 wide. Man, running that outside line like a boss. Alright, just gotta survive the next 11 laps. And get everything set up. So like I said, I might end up editing one of those first ones. Possibly the first one. I think the first one is a little bit closer than the second one. Although I don't know. The only flaw in the second one, I think, was that just Johnson got a little too close down towards me as I was making the move underneath him. But we never made contact. Alright, 10 to go. We're slowing down these guys. We're trying to. Don't spin me, Kenseth. Go, Johnson, go. That should slow them all down. 3 wide for third. Eight to go. Just gotta click down these last few laps. Do attempt number 2 and then 1 more. Curious to see what you guys will think. What do you think I should do with this couple attempts we saved earlier? That first one, I think, might be it. The only flaw, I think, was, yeah, we didn't stay scraping the wall for, like, maybe a second or 2 shorter than we should have. Then I think the split time between me and Johnson was a little bit wider at the line than it should have been. But all things considered, those are 2 minor things to be wrong, considering how perfect everything else was. So I think how good everything else was might outweigh those 2 minor flaws of that first one. But that'll be up for you guys to decide. Coming to 6 laps to go. I apologize if I missed anyone in the chat. I don't have my monitor plugged in anymore. My laptop was about to die, so I had to unplug my monitor to plug in my laptop charger. Thought my laptop battery would last through the stream. Came up about 20 minutes short. Alright, coming to 5 to go. 5 to go. Focus. We got to make sure we're close enough to him on the backstretch to where he doesn't start cutting down in front of us, taking our line away underneath. We gotta get low enough, but then drift up slowly, hit that KansasSpeedway.com basically right at that spot. Stay on the wall for like 2 seconds. Come off. As soon as we come off is when Johnson should be passing us underneath. Dive down below and chase him down the apron. Try to get as close to him as possible. Coming to the line. If we can pull all that off, I think we'll have the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Three to go. Coming to 2 to go. Just trying to make sure Gordon, I keep looking back at Gordon, make sure they're not getting too close. It doesn't look like they are. They're creeping up just ever so slightly, but they won't get that close to us in the next 2 laps. Johnson's slowing down in the final laps for some reason. Alright, coming to 1 to go this time. It's all or nothing here. Yeah, Gordon's catching us pretty quickly, but should be fine. Alright, final lap. Stay like right on him, like right there, perfect. That's it. That's it. That is going to be the winner right there. That is the winner. I did not see a single thing wrong with that. Passed down at the perfect time. Johnson didn't get too close to me. I scraped the wall for a couple seconds. Not too long, not too little. I was able to dive back down underneath him and chase him down to the line on the apron. That is it. We don't even have to do a last attempt. I'm going to edit that one. That is it. Can we get some likes for that attempt? That is it. We are saving that before we lose it. I don't know if I saw a single thing wrong with that one. About the perfect distance right there. Dive down at the perfect spot. Come up, I hit that wall right at the Nascar or KansasSpeedway.com. I come down, chase him down to the apron. We're saving that. That's gonna be a reenactment, boys. We don't even have to do a final attempt. We're just saving the last few laps just in case. Last 2 laps are being saved. I don't know if it can get any better than that. We don't even have to vote. Well, I guess we should. This one right here. Should I vote or should I edit it or not? I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a huge yes. 2008 Kansas attempt number 3 will be it. Finish. I'm assuming you guys want me to edit this one at some point and release it as a reenactment. Because, yeah, I don't know if I saw a single flaw with that one. Not number 1, number 3. We got it. It's saved. We ain't losing it. Alright, so since we don't have to vote or do anything like that... Alright, we saved it, right? Yes. Yeah, we just saved it. Alright, so here it is from a different angle. I almost spun out, coming back down to try to chase him to the line, but I didn't. Alright, I saved that, right? Just rewinding my own stream, making sure I saved it. Attempt number 3, yes. That is it. Alright, so we got it saved. We're not going to lose that. We're just going to save the whole race instead. Kansas, or 2008, Kansas. We saved the clip and just the whole race, making sure we didn't lose it. Alright. Backwards big one time. I'll have to look at those results to compare how they were to the real life results. Alright, so crank this up. Backwards big one time. If you guys got any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Just throw them in the comments to either this video or one of my previous ones rather than the live chat. It's really hard for me to see the suggestions in the live chat in retrospect, but I can easily go into my creator studio and look at published comments. So I'd love to hear your suggestions. If you got them, throw them in the comments of one of my more recent videos. Just pull them up in a separate tab. Gamer Kid 101. Head ball to Jacob. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We're just about ready to head out. Just gonna do a quick backwards big one first. It's been a while since I got a good reenactment like that. Ah, God, my ear. Alright, it's backwards big one time. I'll get them as they're coming out of turn 4. Carl's revenge on Jimmy, because Jimmy's sitting on the pole right now. This is Carl's revenge. Oopsies. Alright, here we go. Here we go, and there it is. Oh, we lost our rear end. You know what? I thought that wasn't going to be that good one, but it looks like only maybe 10 or so cars got through. Man. I don't know if I've seen that much damage for this mod. Alright, so let's go spectator so we can see the full view. Alright, so thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. That was awesome that we were able to get that basically perfect reenactment right at the end. Oh, Vickers up on 2 wheels there. So thank you so much for joining. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've got any suggestions for future videos by putting them down in the published comments below this one. Or below this video, I should say. As always, thank you so much to my very generous Patreon supporters, Adria Fitzy, Jay Barker, Drive-Thru, Kingster Cole, Goki, Pantalica, and Austin Rip. And extra special thanks to Kingster Cole for that crazy super chat he sent earlier. He's become the king of super chats in recent memory. So yeah, that is it. I will be spending the next few days hopefully editing this together if I can find some good original video of that finish to get the ticker off of. I got a premiere in about an hour and a half, hour 20 minutes for another NR2003 silly session. Don't know if we'll have anything coming out tomorrow. We'll see, but I can't guarantee anything. I'll be pretty busy tomorrow, but yeah, next week should have a lot of Can I Recreates and regular videos to do. yeah, I appreciate the support from each and every one of you. Just like I said, last chance to hit that like button if you'd like to be so kind. I think I'm about to head out. I can't think of anything else to say. Gonna go see if anyone else is streaming to join in. So yeah, that will be what I'm doing the rest of my night. Thanks again, everyone. Hope to see you all next time. Until then, I hope you all have a good rest of your night. Peace. Bye.